It is a pleasure to welcome you to today's session by Atulit Academy. We sincerely appreciate you all joining us. A little brief about Atulit. Atulit Academy was established by Radhika Kautha, a distinguished learning designer and corporate trainer. Her vision for the academy is centered on the mastery of clarity, ownership, and workplace excellence, collaborating extensively with trainers and organizations to empower professionals to navigate real world challenges with confidence. Today's webinar, Impression Management at Work, has been curated to be both sophisticated and deeply practical. To ensure a seamless experience for everyone, I have just a few brief housekeeping points. Please keep your microphones muted to maintain our audio quality. We encourage you to use the chat actively for your reflections and responses. Do stay with us until the conclusion, as we'll be sharing an exclusive takeaway resource designed for your continued growth. To take us into the heart of today's session, please join me in welcoming our facilitators. We have Ma'am Sheila Shetty with us. She is a language and communication trainer who empowers professionals to communicate effectively and boost their careers. She offers engaging workshops and coaching to to build confidence and achieve goals. We also have Ma'am Rahila Noor Mohammed with us. She is a passionate soft skills and French language trainer who enjoys helping learners build confidence in communication and professional skills. Through her engaging training sessions and webinars, she inspires many learners to grow and succeed. So let's start today's session with a quick energizer.
Thank you, Insia, for that wonderful introduction. Audience, I want all of you to please switch on your cameras.
So when we switch on the camera, we get a lot of energy from your energy. So
Yes.
it's a humble request from all of you, if you can keep your cameras on. And all of us are here to learn from each other. And we're looking forward for all the support because we are learning too, along with you all. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you all for switching on your camera. So before we begin, let's check the energy level in the room. When I say 3, 2, 1, I want everyone to type yes in the chat as fast as possible. So all of you keep your chat ready and let's see how fast you are today. Ready, everyone? 3,
Yes.
2, 1, go. Type yes in the chat. Wonderful, wonderful. I see so many yes. Fantastic energy already. Let's try one more round. This time, when I say 3, 2, 1, you will type let's go in the chat. Ready, all? 3, 2, 1, and go. Yes, very good. I see the audience are very fast, huh? Great.
Yeah.
Now, I would like all of you to show a thumbs up if you're ready for the session. All of you, show a thumbs up. I want you to show a thumbs up on the screen. Yes, yes. Great, great. Now, finally, I want to see all your beautiful smiles, wonderful smiles. Great. Perfect. Now we are energized and hope we carry forward this energy into our session. Thank you, audience, for the wonderful participation. Over to you, Insia.
And
Thank
it
you,
was
ma'am.
it was a great participation, and thank you for the energy. And we just dive into our agenda for today. In the conversation, we will be discussing about opening reflection, then corporate reality check, myth versus truth, the 5 visibility rules for professionals, real scenarios, 30-second impact script, weekly visibility formula, rapid fire, and action commitment. Now, over to India.
Thank you, ma'am. So let's start today's session with honesty. How many of you have ever thought, I work really hard, but somehow I'm not visible enough? Today's conversation is not about manipulation. It's about clarity, it's about positioning, it's about making sure your work doesn't stay invisible. So, let's start today's webinar with a quick question. Choose what feels closest to you. Is work only about performance or also about perception? Type your answers in the chat with numbers. 1. I work hard but feel unseen. 2. I struggle to showcase my work. 3. Others take credit. 4. I manage visibility well.
Okay, Sujata says 1,
One.
Dipali says 2, Asha also says 2, option 2.
This is 2 and 4.
Yes, 2 and 4. Okay, anybody else typing in?
Thank you all. I would also like everyone to again type in the chat. Type one word which in the chat where recognition feels dash. Does
What?
recognition feel frustrating or political, interesting?
Dipali says good, Smita says motivation to go on. Good, wonderful. Asha says to go on. Wonderful. Thank you, audience, for your answers.
Thank you all. Let's unpack why. Let me ask you all something uncomfortable. I want everyone to answer. Does excellence lie in performance itself or in the perception of that performance? Please unmute and answer.
Can you come again, please? Excellence. Smita says excellence.
In
Okay.
performance.
Performance.
Okay.
Okay.
One else? You can unmute yourself and let us know what you think, whether excellence lies in performance itself or perception of that performance.
Performance, definitely excellently performing in your work.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Sujata also says performance. Great.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you, audience, for the answers. We move forward.
Let's make it simpler. So let me make this more practical. In offices, people don't reward what is silently done. I'm sure all of us agree. They reward what they notice, right? This is corporate culture. So there's something called availability bias. We remember what we recently saw or heard, right? So, for example, let us look at an example. There are two team members. It could be Meena and Biju. So, one sends a crisp summary mail before the review meeting, and the other, that is Biju, he just assumes saying, "My manager knows." When appraisal time comes, who do you think comes to mind first?
The person you are reporting to.
Exactly. The one whose work was visible, right? Crisp mail. Thank you, Dipali. So there's also recency bias. If you delivered something brilliant 6 months ago, all right, but someone else resolved a crisis just last week, guess whose name is fresh in mind?
Definitely the recent one. Any examples?
Exactly. So this is recency bias. So Rahila, do you think this is unfair or human psychology?
Let's make this real. In corporate spaces, effort is private and recognition is public. If your manager doesn't see your contribution, then definitely it doesn't enter into his evaluation memory. And that, Sheila, isn't unfair. That's human psychology, right? As we discuss the examples and all, what we
Yeah.
see is what we understand, right? Only when we are
Yes.
noticed, we get the recognition.
So if you are silently competent and someone else is visibly competent, guess who gets remembered? The person who is visibly competent,
Yes.
right?
And
Yeah,
yes, I want to give a quick reminder that performance is about what you can do actually.
right.
And perception is what about what people see and judge what you do. And
Exactly.
excellence is not either of the one. It's both,
Brilliant.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, moving forward, let's clear the air with a doubt head on. Is impression management a manipulation? Now, this is the elephant in the room. Let's break the myth and find the truth. Now, Sheila will lead us forward.
So manipulation hides the truth, whereas impression management highlights the truth. So let us understand even this with an example. If you handle a difficult client escalation and you say nothing, this is invisibility. But if you say a one line, something like this, client issue resolved within 24 hours, relationship retained, that's frame. You have framed your performance or your work. You didn't exaggerate, you simply explained the impact. That's not manipulation, that's clarity. You're just being clear of what you did. That's it.
Yeah, I would explain this with another example. Instead of just saying, I finished the project, you can say, I delivered the project 2 days early, saving the team 10 hours of overtime. Here, you aren't inviting a win. You are providing the context necessary for others to value your work accurately. So, impression management isn't about wearing a mask, it's about turning up your volume to your actual results. By framing your achievements through your impact, you replace ambiguity with professional clarity.
Now, this raises a question: where is the line between visibility and arrogance?
Well, arrogance says I'm important. Something like, without me, the project would fail. So let's understand from Rahila what she has to say about visibility.
Visibility says the work is important. And audience, that's the difference. Visibility is not about ego. It's about making sure the work gets the recognition it deserves.
Exactly. So, recognition is not luck. It's not about being a favorite. It is designed. The people who see getting promoted, that you see getting promoted consistently, they understand some invisible rules.
And
So
see you
let
next
us
slide.
break this rule. Let's break these rules one by one, starting with the first one, frame the work.
Yes, and see your next slide, please. Yes. So the rule number one is frame the work. Visibility starts with language. The way you describe your work decides how it's perceived. Don't just do the work, frame the work. Instead of just saying task completed, which is just an information you're giving, you can say client escalation reduced by 30%, next phase initiated. Now, this adds value. See the difference? The same work, different framing. And this shows impact, not just activity. Now, audience, Sheila has a task for you all.
So we have a phrase, presentation sent. How can you rewrite this sentence? Can you rephrase it? to sound more informative and clear? You can type in the chat box or you can unmute yourself. Presentation sent. How can you elaborate or clarify this statement? Anybody?
Presentation. Hi, this is Kalpana here. Presentation submitted within the time frame and also enough time for you to review, suggest, and make changes.
That's
Excellent.
fine. That's fine. And Asha
Thank you.
says solution provided within time frame. Insia says share the presentation.
Share the
Thank you.
presentation.
Thank you for the answers.
Excellent. Really appreciate the active participation. I have another version here which I would like to share. It says, share the presentation highlighting Q3 growth gaps and 3 actions steps for cost optimization. So, what changed here? You moved from task language to impact language. Another example, instead of data updated, you can say something like updated dashboard reflecting real time sales variance for fast decision making. Now, Rahila, what do you have to say?
Excellent, Sheila. Now notice how when you use impact language, you control perception. Right, Sheila? Now we move
Yes.
on to the next rule.
Structured visibility. So, one big mistake all we professionals make, or many of the professionals make, they depend on one big moment to be noticed, one brilliant presentation, or one award, or even an appreciation mail. But visibility is not event based, it is consistency based. So, here, Anaya sent one strong update every week, but Bindu sent nothing for 3 months, then one big mail comes. Who feels more reliable? Consistency builds credibility. A simple 5 line Friday update can change your appraisal conversation.
Right, Sheila. I agree with you. I would suggest you can follow a simple system wherein you have a 5 line weekly update email and then your pre meeting brief and post project summary. For example, you can send a short weekly email saying, this week I closed 12 tickets, reducing client wait time by 20%. Remember, visibility doesn't depend on mood, it should depend on structure. Now, I have a question for the audience. Do you send structured updates weekly? You can just say yes or no in the chat. Dipali says yes, yes, yes,
Excellent.
yes.
Thank
Asha says partially.
you.
Great.
Actually,
Yes. So wonderful. I see a lot of yes. That's a great effort by all of
great.
you.
Lot
Okay.
of positive
Yes.
responses.
Lot of positivity going on. Okay. Next, we move on to the next room.
Yeah. So, strategic association. Imagine your name must be connected to value. Unless your name is not connected to value, what happens? If you just sit in a meeting and not speak a single word, or in every meeting you just sit there, so what happens? People subsequently assume you're not adding much. You may be thinking deeply, but others cannot see your thinking, right? Instead, what you can do is just one line matters. It adds a lot of value. Adding to that, our customer data shows 60% preference for this option. That one sentence positions you as analytical and involved. Would you like to add more to this, Rahila? Do you have
Yes.
anything else?
Yes, I do. If you never speak in meetings, your contribution stays in your head. So I would suggest you can follow the rule of one, which is speak once per meeting It could be a small sentence, a suggestion, an idea, or even a fact. For example, you can say a simple sentence like, this data supports this direction. Here, visibility is not talking more, it's about being positioned in the room. Right, Sheila?
Right. That one sentence positions you as analytical and involved. Visibility is not about talking a lot, it's about speaking with intention. With this, we move on to the next rule.
Yes, the rule 4, which is align with boss metrics. Now ask yourself, what keeps your manager awake at night? Is it revenue, deadlines, compliance, or client retention? For instance, if it's client retention, if that's your manager's KPI, what you can do is you can highlight it by saying, I introduce a feedback loop that improve client satisfaction scores. Here, you're directly solving their pressure points. Remember, your boss is judged on KPIs, and if you help with those, definitely you will be noticed. Do you agree, Sheila?
Of course, before that, let's ask our audience if they have any experience that they wish to share. Anybody? One experience? Okay, let's move on then. If you solve
Wait,
their
wait.
pressure,
Ma'am, you're unmute. Do you want to say something?
Kalpana?
Kalpana, ma'am?
Yeah, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry. I think I did face an issue. You just mentioned, have you realized the pressure point where the managers might be facing some, you know, okay, where the manager is facing a crisis, which you have perceived it and you want to ensure that manager is no more in a disturbed state of mind. Something very similar had happened with me when I was giving a training at a company called Ghibli. Ghibli had to change the timings from 4 hours to 6 hours, and it was supposed to be done overnight. So I was the one who was handling the project. I sensed my coordinator really worried because all my PowerPoints, my presentations were made for 2 hours. And I suddenly had to extend the time from 2 hours to 4 hours. Understanding the pain point of my coordinator, I stepped in and I said, I will make the adjustments as per the demand of the client and ensure that we are not, giving them any sort of a learning that is, sublime or anything that is below the standards that we have set. And that I think actually put me in good books of hers because I agreed to cooperate and ensure that the promise that was given went on smoothly, and we didn't back out of a challenge, last minute challenge.
Awesome, awesome. So
Awesome.
if we solve their pressure, they will naturally highlight you. So
Yes.
that's the reality. And with this, that was an excellent insight that
Yes,
you shared.
we have question for the audience also. So you others also can say, have you mapped your manager's metrics? You can say yes or no. You can type yes. Asha says no. Okay. Others? Sujata, yes. Yes.
Bali,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, that's great. Lot of positivity and negativity together. Okay.
I'm
With
sure
this,
whoever got the opportunity to resolve, they have, and some of us have not got an opportunity. So let's wait for it. That's all.
yes.
Right. Yeah. So we move on to our last rule for today. That is document and amplify. So when you document anything, any document protects us. We all agree with this, I'm sure, right? So a clear documentation prevents silent credit shift. It also prevents blame shift. So I'm sure Rahila has few examples. What do you have to say, Rahila?
Yeah, documentation is not politics, it's a protection. Write down things clearly, share your wins, and also support or thank others. Before a project ends, you can send, as discussed, I'll handle A and B, and X will handle C. This prevents confusion and ensures your role is visible. This prevents silent credit shift. Now, before we jump into case studies, since we have already completed all the 5 rules, we've understood what is impression management, we have an activity for the audience.
The break time.
Yes. So, it's called impression detective. Okay, we are going to become detective for some time. So here it's very simple. We'll give you few behaviors, and you will say what impression it creates. Ready, audience? All of you show a thumbs up if you're ready for it. Wonderful. Yes.
Some more energy, please.
Yes.
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 Great.
So the first behavior is a professional is joining a virtual session. Contribution, or even if he can, there is no eye contact. What impression does this create?
Disengagement.
Disinterest comes to
Yes.
my mind.
Yes.
Uh, oh,
Attentive,
uh,
disinterested. Okay, great.
and probably
Non-attentiveness.
bored and not wanting to be a part of that meeting.
Awesome. Must
Yes.
not be
Yes.
camera ready. Okay, that's very.
We have in the chat box also. Asha says not attentive. Insia disinterested. Dipali must not be camera ready.
She's very humble.
Yes. And Sujata again says disinterest. Yes, right. You have got the right impression, audience.
Yeah.
And now we move on to the next behavior by Sheila.
Okay. Someone speaks very fast during a presentation and does not pause for questions. What is the impression that one creates?
He is nervous and he is afraid that he might forget because he is 100% memorized, the whole thing that he is using as presentations. Any interruption might disrupt his flow.
Exactly.
It's
Okay. So some of
basically
us have
escapism. Yeah, it's basically
one.
escapism. कि भाग लो इससे पहले somebody asks me a question.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
Smita said, yeah, go on. Go on, Rahina.
yeah. So Asha says nervous, um, and then Sujata says boring. Smita says nervous.
Lack of
Uh,
preparation.
yes, and Insia says anxiety. Dipali also says nervous
Okay, Ashish is nervous, too much info and
and
little
little
time.
time.
Okay. Did we
Yes.
miss anybody's? Okay.
No.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
exactly.
Wonderful
So,
audience.
yeah. So definitely it could be nervousness. And as Kalpana ji said, it could be that, I have just mucked up everything. Let me just deliver and get done with it. That's the feeling that we would get. So
Yes.
let's look at the next behavior then, Rahila.
Yeah. So the next is a leader joins on time, maintains eye contact with the camera, smiles and address people by name. What impression does this create?
Confidence.
Yes. Wonderful.
He knows his work and he's confident.
Yes.
Perfect.
Asha says sharp. Insia says confident. Sujata
Tractor Sujata.
attractive.
Also with in control of the situation and all the members or participants who are attending meeting. He has done his homework before
Yeah.
standing there confidently.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. So this conveys professionalism, warmth, and strong leadership presence. Right. Now, with this, moving on to the last behavior, Sheila.
During a conversation, a person frequently checks their phone and looks distracted. What is the impression?
He's getting bored.
Absolutely. Or his attention span is very short.
Right. Or
Right.
maybe actually something important he's expecting. That could also be to give a kind of benefit of doubt to the person.
Yeah, not so attentive, very casual.
Yes.
Yeah. So Insia says disrespectful, then
And
non-professional. Sujata says Smita confident. No, that was for the previous one.
yes.
Okay, great. Yeah. So it's basically it is considered when we go by the books. The rule is you don't look at your phone. So if you look at the phone, then you are distracted or you're disinterested. So with this, let's move on to some case studies. So the first case is where you have done 70% of, okay, Smita, a person has many things on the plate. Definitely, definitely. Totally. Like how Dipali said, let us give a benefit of doubt to this person as well. So let's coming back to the first case study. Um, Imagine yourself who's worked on a project. You've done 70% of this project work, and your senior presents it. What is the feeling that one gets when something like this happens? The first thing that happens.
You feel used.
Okay, great. Then,
Somebody has snatched your baby.
Yes.
yeah, somebody is taking credit, and the first thing that comes to us is you get emotional. You really get carried away emotionally, right? You may react emotionally. Either you may say something, or you may just stay silent and feel hurt,
Feel
or
hurt and
yeah,
frustrated.
yeah, or you may react aggressively and damage reputation, which is the extreme level. But I'm sure Lahila will have something else to add to it to handle it more smoothly. Go on, Rahila.
Yes. So if your senior is presenting your work, as Sheila said, don't react emotionally. Be strategic. What you can do is before a meeting, you can send summary email of your contribution so that it is known what all you have contributed. And during a meeting, don't just say silent. You can politely add your points. Like you can say to build on that, the client feedback showed. Okay. And after the meeting, you send a follow up note. So if you follow these rules, definitely you stay professional, yet you make sure your role is clear. Right, Sheila?
Exactly. Exactly. That's a smart move. And correcting strategically, for example, like how Rahila said, I have another statement. Adding to what was shared during the client interaction phase, we noticed three risk factors. You enter the conversation this way without attacking anyone. This way, the credibility increases and the drama decreases. Now, if we have an introvert, what happens, Rahila?
Yes. So it will move on to the next case study, which is about introverts. Insia next. Yeah, thank you. So let's talk about a common challenge being good at work but not at speaking. I think we all come across these kind of people regularly, right? Maybe one of us might have been in that situation also.
Many of us,
So,
I'm sure.
yes. So, if speaking is tough, you can just prepare one line instead of big speeches or long emails. You can speak one liners. Sometimes you can even talk about facts. That definitely helps a lot. So, I can give an example here. Before a meeting, you can script one sentence like the data shows a 15% improvement from the previous project or whatever it is. Okay, then after a meeting, you send a short summary email, which is very necessary. You have to send a summary email which describes your role and what all happened, right? And it could be short, not necessarily that it has to be long, because you are visible even without long speeches, right,
Right.
Sheila?
Yeah. And when does these things happen? If you are not comfortable to speak, another tip that you can do is prepare one sentence because you already know what the meeting is about. So you can probably make a one liner, and then if you can't speak, just read it out. They would just be seeing that you've written down something and they won't even know you've got yourself scripted and you mugged up something. Before joining meetings, right? One sentence, something like one data point I will add today is, and you can elaborate on that because we are all good at that, I'm sure.
Yes,
So
Sheila.
when your moment comes, read it if needed. Preparation converts fear into structure. So you won't even believe that you could do something like this when you actually have done it. This must have happened with most of us, I'm sure.
Yes, right, Sheila. And remember, introverts often have stronger analysis. Okay, and as I said, always remember to send post meeting summaries. Written visibility always works. So, with
Right,
this,
because an introvert always is paying attention to what everybody is speaking. So they have a lot of data to actually share. So, yes, let's move forward then
yeah,
to
so we'll
our
move
last.
on to the last case study of the day, which is fear of self promotion. Let us talk about a common fear most of us have, which is I don't want to look like I'm showing off. Definitely, all of us think this, right?
You
So,
all agree?
yes, thumbs
A
up.
thumbs up,
Yes,
virtual
good.
one.
Yes,
Yes,
wonderful.
thank you, Dipali, Asha.
Yes.
Thank you, Insia.
So, what I would say is sharing your impact isn't showing off, it's a way of helping others to see your progress. And instead of staying silent, you say, our team reduced turnaround time by 20% and I streamlined the process. Here, you're not bragging, you're clarifying your contribution. What do you say, Sheila?
Let's go to the root cause of this fear of looking like self promotion. This could be our upbringing. I'm sure all of us have got this statement that we've heard as children: don't show off, let your work speak. But then we are in corporate. In corporate life, work doesn't speak, people speak, and this could lead to assumptions, right? And if you don't explain your contribution, assumptions are rarely in your favor. So don't let people assume. You just go and promote yourself and tell what you actually did. So what happens? It's not bragging. Visibility is definitely not bragging. It is taking ownership of your story.
Right, Sheila. And remember, everybody, if you don't tell your story, somebody else will, and sometimes inaccurately.
Right.
So, with this, we move on to the next thing. Yes, Asha says it is important that you are working on you, right? Definitely. The only if you work on yourself, you will be noticed.
Exactly.
Yes. So next, we have a simple template for you all. This is a simple way you can share your work without sounding like you're bragging. So just 3 lines I worked on, the impact was, and the next step is. Okay, it is what you did, what was the result, and what you're planning to do. Okay, so for example, you can say, I worked on automating reports. The impact was saving 5 hours weekly. Next step is expanding this to the other teams. That's clear, quick, and powerful. Okay, now,
So,
yes,
yeah.
yes, Sheila, you can say.
Yeah, you can take a couple of seconds or maybe even a minute, write down these templates, and if you wish to add something, you can add to it. You can either type it in the chat box or you can also read it out to us. Take your time. You worked on something because I'm sure it'll take time, a few seconds to recall.
Yes,
I worked on my,
Asha has said, I worked on my training journey. Wonderful.
and the impact was, and the next step that you took, you can add all those. It's like you are narrating a small
Okay,
story.
I got my certifications done. Wonderful.
Right.
And what was the next step you took, Asha? Okay, anybody else who would like to share?
Like everybody's busy working on it. So
Dipali says students
Yes.
improvement and upgraded myself. Okay.
I would like to say that I worked, the client suddenly wanted level two of soft skills with the seniors. The time given was just at night, the communication happened. I worked on it because I was at least expecting this to happen the next week after the completion of level one with junior participants. But it happened that they just wanted it before the week ended. So I worked on it throughout the night. The impact was 100%, but I normally feel it should at least be 120%. And what my next step is that there can be unexpected changes. So I should start preparing earlier on the subjects or topics that might crop up as a change in the last minute.
excellent, excellent. So forecasting is important, is what you say, right?
Yes.
Great,
Can I
great.
share mine
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
experience?
Yes, please.
So recently, I was working. I have been working on a Cipla company project with some few clients. So I worked on one particular client. He had lots of issues with communication, but as he was very consistent learner, and I gave my best efforts. So the impact was really very uh, very good for me, feel good for me. He was doing so well, and he the impact was really wonderful. He adopted all the rules, all the instructions, and he just I saw a visible growth in his communication. So the impact was really positive. And the next step is that still I need to work on his body language. And for that, I have sent him few modules, few videos so that he can see the speaker, how they speak. And I'm very much sure that he will do on this particular aspect of communication as well. So
Excellent. Great. And we have Asha's response. And the
Yes.
next step is to upscale me via social media. Asha, would you like to read all the three sentences that you've given us?
Yeah.
Go on.
So firstly, I worked on my training journey, which I wanted to work for a very long time. And the impact of that idea was I got my certifications done. So I did not had any idea as to how to take up the journey and what is to be done. So after my certifications were done, I actually understood the whole world of trainings and where could it lead me, what all things I can learn of, and how am I supposed to present myself. And the next step is obviously to upscale myself via my visibility on social medias, on my blogs, and start writing my blogs obviously. So yeah, that is all is a part of journey that is going to happen soon.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
So now I'm sure all of you enjoyed this exercise, and we see those wonderful responses, and I'm sure all of you noticed something powerful that came up. When you use these structures, your communication becomes crisp. Manager loves clarity. I'm sure all of you agree with this. And clarity builds confidence. So when you took that time, you thought about it and you just scripted those just in few seconds, all of you came up with such brilliant information that you personally experienced. And when you were sharing it, I'm sure all of you experienced this confidence. Do you all agree?
Yes. Yes.
Uh, Great, great. So, yes, we move on to our next segment. Rahila?
Yeah. So, dear audience, today we are sharing a simple formula that will help you to show up consistently, stand out, and stay remembered by your audience. That's the weekly visibility formula. So, as we all know, visibility doesn't need to be complicated. So, you can just follow this simple formula, which is one metric, one stakeholder update, one meeting contribution, and one appreciation tag. For example, you can say Customer wait time reduced by 10%. That's your metric. And you can send one update email and speak once in a meeting. As we said, rule of one. You can follow that. And meetings contribution, you can talk about the contribution you have made or what others' contribution was. And finally, you can thank one colleague publicly. That's your appreciation tag. So do this every week and you will stay visible without extra effort. Sheila, your
And
insights.
And this definitely doesn't sound like theory. It's practical because every week, one metric update, one stakeholder communication, one meeting contribution, one appreciation message to someone else in your team. Do this for just 8 weeks, and you will see your visibility graph will change drastically. Now, I think we have some. Yeah, I see that most of you agree with this. So, does anyone else have anything that you wish to add before we move on? Anybody? Anything? Yes, go on, Insia.
So let's have a quick rapid fire round with our trainers. Is visibility, is silence humility or invisibility? Sheila ma'am, what do you think?
Invisibility.
Of course.
Yes. Should you self-nominate?
Yes.
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 Yes. Strategic if backed by data.
Yeah, go on, go on.
Is networking necessary?
Very
Absolutely.
necessary.
And is copying seniors insecurity or strategy?
I would say
Insecurity.
strategy. I would
I
say
would.
strategy
Yes.
if you're taking it as a learning, not just mimicking it.
Yes.
Agree.
Exactly.
Agree.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. And audience, I would like to think of someone who never speaks up in meetings. They may be brilliant, but they are invisible. Hence, it is said these answers matter because as long as you don't show up or you speak, you are not noticed. And visibility influences recall, and recall influences rewards.
So, in summary, performance is data.
Perception is story.
You need both.
So, what's one visibility action you'll take this week?
Yes, we
For
would
the
love to
audience,
hear. This is a question to our dear audience. What is one visibility action you will take this week?
yes, Kalpana ma'am, you can go ahead.
I was just planning to write my second blog, and I was trying to zero in on a topic which I felt could have a wider impact to the readers. Uh, so that was my thought since last evening. The time to pick up the pen and write a blog again.
Okay, great. Good luck for that, Kalpana.
Thank you.
Yes. And
So
Asha
I'm working
says,
on a series of reels where I'm just trying to show that how chemistry is there in our body. So I'll be like taking out the second part of it.
Great,
Great,
Asha.
great. Ali, great.
great.
I've been waiting to see your reels, but I've not got a chance, but definitely I'm going to check on it.
Thanks,
And
Yeah,
Sheila.
please
Asha,
do.
Asha says, Asha says, blog, my first ever blog.
I have it ready, but haven't posted it. Then you should.
You should. We
Yeah,
are
Yeah,
waiting for it.
mine is available on LinkedIn.
okay.
So if I go with the name Kalpana Kishore, if at all you all get a chance, any feedback, any guidance if from your point of view as well as from your experience, both of you, I would really appreciate it. It will help me improve and give better material or blog better.
Definitely we'll
Thanks.
do.
Thanks for that honor. We will certainly go through that, and
Yes,
I'm sure
Thank you.
we'll get a lot of insights from it.
definitely. Yes, right.
So I would like to thank
I've sent
our
her a message.
facilitators.
Wait, Dipali, you're saying something, please?
So
I
sorry,
said I've
please
sent
go
her
ahead.
Kalpana a message on LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. Let's check it.
Connect.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll check it, Dipali.
sure.
I am also going to check your name, Kalpana, just after the session.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sujata. And do share your
Yeah,
this
yeah,
you
yeah.
all are there. Yeah, there's a Sujata, Deepali, Sheila, Rohila, Smita. I know. Hi, Smita. Yes.
A
So,
huge thank you to our facilitators for deconstructing the complexities of office dynamics today. And to our wonderful participants, thank you for your curiosity and for leaning into these honest conversations. As promised, we are sending over our toolkit to help you turn today's insights into tomorrow's influence. While you are in the chat, do click the Atulit Academy links. That's where the conversation continues. Also, mark your calendars for March 14th, where we'll be diving into our next essential workplace skill. Don't miss out on the registration details coming your way shortly. Thank you all. Also, a request to everyone to please switch on their cameras for a memorable picture.
Yes. Great.
Okay, so one, two, three.
Any gesture?
Yeah, we can do a gesture. Anybody? Yes, we can do this.
I did it. It was
Yes.
Yeah,
wonderful.
I saw Kalpana doing
Yes.
that.
All of us can do it together.
Thank you.
Can't see my fingers.
There's chemistry everywhere, right?
I know it's
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes, yes.
Without
It's
being
everywhere.
physically
It's hugging
present.
every student in the
It's a
world,
virtual
right?
chemistry.
Yes.
Right.
It was a great
Fantastic.
experience. I'm sure Rahila will agree with me.
Definitely.
And we
Will
would like
we?
to thank all of you for being such a patient audience and supporting us all through the session. Thank you so
Interactive
much.
audience as well.
So may I just
Yes,
add one line here? So you've actually
yes,
busted one of my strongest thoughts that self-praise is no praise. So
definitely.
I
I
Good
agree
one.
with you. I
Yeah,
always felt, how can I be a Pied Piper, singing my own
yes,
tune? But I realized being a piper is the best sales strategy.
yes,
Right.
It's a late awareness, but I think that's the way the world takes now.
right,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, visibility and your presence, showing your presence to the required
Yes,
ones, with whom you need to showcase. It's really important to understand and implement.
yes,
Otherwise, you will go back.
Yes.
yes.
yeah.
You will be invisible.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
being genuine and authentic
Yes.
and exhibiting that is no crime.
Yes.
I
Yes.
agree, agree.
Yeah,
Thank you,
great.
Sheila and Raila, for a wonderful
Thank
session. Thank
Thank
You're
you
you.
so much.
welcome.
And if you have any questions or any inputs for Rahila and me, we are open to listen.
Yes.
I did join in at least 15 minutes late. I think being a weekend, the day didn't go as I had planned it. Some unexpected things happened. But two things I today picked up from both of you was the lovely coordination between the two of you. Each and every point was explained with total calmness and patience. You were not just speaking, you were even ready to listen to us if we had an input. So my takeaway is you can still stay within time frame even if your speech is slow. Because I have a tendency to go off like a Rajdhani mail, which consciously I am trying to control. So I have positively picked up from Sheila and Rahila, you two, that yes, you can speak calmly and clearly. Thank
Kalpana
you for the
ma'am,
learning.
I am like you only. Even I speak at a faster pace, you know.
Okay.
So today I have made it calm and controlled so that, it's clear and understandable by everybody.
Yes.
And I would just like
Thank
to
you.
add on what Kalpana just said, that the coordination between the you two was really flawless. It was amazing. I didn't realize that you showed us so many slides and so many points and so many. We actually, Kalpana would, really agree with me that I had the same webinar yesterday, that you should speak in short sentences.
Yes.
And if you speak like in a minute, you speak 25 words, which I speak, that's how fast I speak. You should do it in 10. You should do 10 words in a minute. That's how you're supposed to speak. So I think so. You guys were great with that. So thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's why in the
Thanks
chat
for
box,
that
I was
input.
laughing with Kalpana's name. So I'm pretty sure she could, recall. It's not even 15 hours. It's not even 10 hours of what we just discussed. And the same thing,
Absolutely,
came in
Asha.
front of us. Yeah. So that's why I was just laughing with Kalpana's name, because we had the same, not same, but on the same line, something of this sort in the webinar as well. So great. Thank you so much. Thank you
Do
so much
watch
for
our
that.
webinars. It was a
Definitely.
great attempt to, be within that time limit and yet convey everything that we had out there. And all your
And I suppose
feedbacks are
this comes
welcome.
with a lot of, this comes after a lot of work behind the scenes. Only then
Yes.
you're
Right.
able to,
Yes.
Yes.
perform as
Right.
you've done.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what happens in Atulits.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Everyone is
yeah. The
positive.
swans, the swans look so elegant, right?
Yes.
Right.
But when in
Yeah.
the water, that fleet is like moving.
Yeah,
As it
yeah.
is rotor movement.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, the whole
Absolutely.
presentation really was very smooth. And as
Yes.
Rahila told, we have seen a transformation. Sheila is quite calm, I know,
Yes.
but Rahila made herself on that place. She maintained that place. That's too praiseworthy.
Yes. Yes.
That was a lovely combination and coordination. I
Thank you.
totally
Thank
agree
you
with
so
that.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah,
Yes.
You
and a
too.
happy
Same to
Thank
you
you
weekend.
all.
so
Merry
much.
Christmas
Bye.
to all.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you all for joining.
Thank you.